generation.
Okay.
We as Christians, we are actually a chosen generation.
All right.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
Okay. So we are a chosen generation, a chosen people of God called into his ministry. We need a generation of people who don't live for themselves but for Christ who died for us. A generation who are ready to accept God's call and work for him. We need a Samuel generation who will respond to God's call by saying, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." A David generation who will refuse Saul's protective armor and depend on God's protection to fight a giant with a sling and a stone. A Daniel generation who will not defy themselves to the king's food. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego who will not bow down to the idols, and even if given a second chance, they stand by what they believe is right.
Yeah.
See, we are not a generation of male lawyers who wear earrings to improve their hearing in court.
Yeah.
The same way in the Bible, the prophets are hawakutumia binoculars to foresee the future.
Hey.
They waited on God, and just as a soldier must fight for his nation, we must stand for a godly generation. What God expects of us is a holy temple and the right sacrifice. For example, in our dressing, we should watch our dressing juu sisi ndo Facebook ya God, tuna reflect his image. As a church, we are married to Christ and our faith in the ring. Yes, our faith in the ring on which we fight the devil, and we don't fight to win the belt, but we fight to win the souls, so we can walk together with Christ. Hatufai kuwa kama watu wa dunia wenye ni worldly billionaires but spiritually bankrupt, physically strong but spiritually weak. And that's why si usema kazi ya Mungu itaki mchezo. Is washed by his blood, haina spot au wrinkles. Who Christ unaongea juu yake si ndiye David alimdansia na dhoa kwa karibu na hanging line, still nguo zilianguka. Christ hayuko tribal, basi anajua languages zote. Si alispeak to the storm na ikatulia. Is out of his love that he never cared the cost to save us. Ya kujali nguruwe ngapi zili drown, provided the possessed man akuwe healed. Psalms 23, he has anointed my head with oil, my cup runs over. Amenimwagilia mafuta, and that's why I'm on fire for him. And one thing that I know for sure is that there's no need for a Friday evening or a Sunday morning hangover. Well, on that Friday evening, he hanged over that rugged cross for me and you. And so as Christians, our greatest pleasure should not be in worldly things, the iPad, iMacs, iPhones, but rather in the one and only I am. Inafaa tufuate the word and asio the world juu. The world is full of lies, and that's why it has an extra L in between, but the word will last forever. And so leaders, if you want power so badly, then KPLC kuna vacancy. But the best power I can tell you about is found in accepting that the work on the cross was for me and you. For you to charge from a power bank, unahitaji USB cable, and for you to charge from this power, unahitaji USB. You should believe. I wish Rose Flower ilikuwa vegetable, si wangekula ndo ache hate speech. Maybe they'll show some love in their own speech, but sidhani that will work juu. Yeah, at least akimaliza race, hope our flowers, but that doesn't improve their grammar. What they need is not the flowers, but the one who gives life to the flowers juu. Ya kupeana maua to express his love, he gave himself. And on that cross, ya kuatusi, he forgave their sins. So ile song ya I'd rather be a gatekeeper in your house than to dwell in the house of the wicked, was it first sung by wale soldiers waligard the tomb that was borrowed to bury Jesus for 3 days? Reason being, waligard the tomb instead wangekuwa in their Roman jobs. You know, it's ironical that the living one alikuwa ndani while those who are like dead men wako nje wanamchunga, but the same applies to us as Christians. Yeah. Galatians 2:20, my old self have been crucified with Christ. It's no longer I who lives, but Christ who lives in me. So all in all, Bible ndo the only constitution yenye iwezi kuwa amended. Juu ni word ya God. And so Christ is coming soon. It's either you make your ways right or you'll be left. Uhitaji saa kutime wakati atakuja juu selishatuambia watch out and pray. Let's learn from the dolphins. Ukienda to the sea leo utaona the dolphins zina dive out of water to see if their creator is back, but for us to dive into our blankets to see if this dreamland is far. Christ is coming soon. It's time to kimbia kwake, and for the door to open, we don't knock with our hands but on our knees in prayer.
It's either you live right or be left.
Or be left.
Imagine.
Dolphins, yeah. Maji wakikuja kuangalia kama narudi na sisi ndo tunaingia kule ndani kuangalia the dreamland.
Imagine, alafu the dead wako nje, the living one is inside.
Yes.
What?
It's very true.
As far as spoken word is concerned,
Yeah.
what are your plans?
My plans is actually now to record actually, so that I can also reach people from huko nje.
So you haven't recorded yet?
Yeah, bado sija record. Zenye nimerecord ni ile kujirecord na simu hivi. So ile recording it professionally, hiyo sasa ndo sija record. Nimekuwa tu naenda maybe na kuja MBCI, naenda to a particular high school nafanya, but now recording now for posting sijaifanya professionally.
Okay.
So that is like nataka niingie kwa hiyo social media, nitumie social media.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that is in the area of spoken word.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So the kind of impact you've been able to witness, both to those people who listen to you and also you as well.
Yeah. So to those who listen to me, number one ni kuona even other people who are poets now coming up.
Yeah.
Hiyo huwa inaniencourage sana. Ukienda shule, maybe kama ni Njoro Girls ama Nakuru Boys, a particular school, kuna shule kama Njoro Girls for example, now that I've mentioned it. Nimeenda hapo nimefanya spoken word, then after nimemaliza, mtu anakuja kukwambia hata mimi nafanyaga spoken word, na unaweza niambia nitaanza aje, nifanye nini? Like now people actually wanakuuliza hizo maswali, and then after that unaona huyo mtu ameanza nao kuifanya vizuri. Like take serious. You inspire. That is, yeah, I think you in one of it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Manuh, achievement yako umeifanya for a long time sasa.
Yeah.
Greatest achievement yenye saizi umeweza kuachieve ni gani?
Greatest achievement, nitasema nini? Okay, achievement naweza sema ni hiyo, like seeing someone else. Nimekumbuka. Now that you there is someone now from where I fellowship kwa church, aliona Manuh anafanya spoken word, na yeye huwa ana train watoto wa Sunday school.
Yes.
So she gathered some few kids, actually like 5 of them.
Nice.
Anaandika the spoken words and pay the kids. So akaniita, Manuh, nataka utrain hao watoto, and then we are going to record it and post. So wakati I'm actually training those kids, hiyo ni kitu like na feel vizuri sana, actually training these kids. So I think that's one thing I can say.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now for it to come out na hiyo kind of the flow yenye nimesikia. Kwanza nijifundishe tongue twister.
Taratara.
Keep on shifting, go wapi so. Kuna wengine nilisikia mwingine anasema mpaka na mother tongue, mara anarudisha pande hii. Anasema kama hujaelewa sijui ndo nini hii. Hey, it's a gift and we thank God for that.
Yeah.
Now, on your social media platforms vile ambavyo unaweza ukapatikana, tueleze zote hizo.
Yeah, pale kwa social media ni manuscripts. Actually the reason why nasema manuscripts ni huwa nasema hashtag yangu inakuwaga God speaks manuscripts.
Okay.
So manuscripts. Na Manuh iko na H. MANUH. Manuh iko na H, so manuscripts.
Okay.
Yes.
Manuscripts on all social media platforms.
Yeah.
I also don't mind sharing my number.
Please do.
My number is 0719 176 375. Na kwa social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, kila mahali manuscripts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Asante sana. Have your seat now.
Jackie.